Hello and welcome back. So in our last video we looked at how we can be able to display the orders here in the admin dashboard, but the other thing that we did is to make sure that when the user is logged in, that's when only that they can be able to see this page where it is my account page here. And also the other thing that I wanted to show you is that now we can be able to see our orders. So when you go to my orders, you can be able to come up and see it here. So that is what I wanted to show you, and now I want us to display our orders right here in this page here. So we need to fetch the data from now the database, and we can show those orders here in our we can show those orders right here to the user. So what we are going to do is now navigate back to our orders. So this is the orders page in our front end, and the first thing that you are going to do is to make sure that we get the use effect and use state, because those we are going to use them. So I'm going to paste it here like that. Also, for other thing that I'm going to add here is user request, because also we are going to use that here. So I'm going to add it here, and then we are going to get use selector, and this one is we are going to get it from now. We are going to get from user, that is we are going to select user because we need to get the user ID so that we can fetch we can be able to fetch like the user orders using user ID. So I'm going to paste it here. And another thing that I'm going to do is to make sure that if you come up here, so for example here you can see here, if we wanted to rate this product here, we cannot be able to do that. So what I'm going to do is to make sure that we can be able to at least have we can be able to make sure that we can rate this product, to make this more, how we can make this be clickable, and also to rate this product. But now I want us first of all to fetch the orders for this user and then display it here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to make sure that I fetch the order. So I'm going to use effect, and now first of all I need to create a use state that will store the orders. So I'm going to come up here and can paste it here. Another thing that I want us to have is the rating, because we are going to have a rating. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste here. We have rating, and this one we are going to get from that rating component, that is, let me show you this star ratings here. And now after that, now let us fetch the orders. So as per now, I know you know how to fetch the orders, and this is very simple. You are going to use effect here, and then you can see this function get order, get user order, and this is from orders, and then find, and then you can see we are getting the ID here, and then we can fetch that order. So and then we set this set order. So we can use now, I can come up here where I have the orders and then try and display the information. So to do that, I'm going to actually make sure that I copy this one, the whole thing until here. So let me copy this, and I'm going to loop through, and I'm going to loop and also show everything here. So let me do that. So I can just remove it like that, and then here I can say orders and dot map, and dot map, because this one will be array of orders, and then here we are going to have order and then index. After that, then we can have return. Now we can return this whole thing now like that. So, and then save that. And here I'm going to format my code like that. So here that means that this order here, we have this order. Now we are looping through orders and then be able to display them. Here I need to add the key, and then we are assigning it to the index like that. Another thing here is we need to also add here, for example, this one will be just index. Let me just come up here, and I'm going to have index, and because index start at 0, we are going to have index plus 1, so that we start from index 1 like that. So let me save that, and I can come back here, and you can see here I don't see anything as per now. So I can see I don't have any orders here. So what I'm going to do, let me first of all make sure that I display, or I can fetch the order. So I'm going to come up here and I can console log, console.log, and then orders. So we are going through here and we are able to debug now. So if I come back here into inspect and then come up here, you can see this one for the right here, you can see we are getting this error. So failed to load, the server respond with the status of this. If I come to the network here, let me reload again here and you'll be able to see. So my orders, you can see here we are getting error. So where we are trying to fetch this one, so let me see, order reverse is not a function. So you can see this is coming from backend. So what I'm going to do is to come to my backend. So we have our backend right here, and we want to come up here to the user, get user order, and then if I open this, there actually is not able to reverse. It is actually saying that this reverse is not a function. So what I can do here is I think I can check from, for example, or maybe what I can do, because I want them to be the orders to be actually arranged from the latest one, and that's why I was using this reverse here. What I can do here is I can copy this and ask ChatGPT why I'm getting the error. So this is how another way that you can debug. So I'm going to come up here, and then I can open ChatGPT here, and then here I can ask ChatGPT, for example, let it open, and then I can come up here and paste this, and I can ask ChatGPT, or I can just copy the error and it will be able to understand. So if I come up here and I can add this message here, not a function, I can copy this and then come back here where I have ChatGPT, then I can add this, and then I can just post this to ChatGPT. Let's see what ChatGPT will tell us. So it is telling us that this error is not a function, occurs because order.find in Mongoose does not directly return array. Instead, it returns a query object that can be executed. So it is giving me this part here, and you can see it is reversing after that. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm not going actually to just change anything, and then I'm going to paste it here. So I'm going to clear, and then let me rerun my backend here again like that, and then from here now I want to reload here and see if I can get now the order. So I'm going to do that, and right now, let me see if I come back here. I can see there is an error, and this is it is telling me that 404 not found. So we don't have a version 1, and then so let me just also see here. So this is 404, so it's not found. That is, so here what I can do is to make sure that I can access. So let me just come back here where I have the app, and here I have orders, and then after orders, let me come here to the route, and then /find, and then user ID. So let me see if I can get that. So this one is telling me that no orders were found for this user. Okay, so no orders were found for this user. Error, no orders were found for this user. So that means that we don't have orders for this user, but I know we have orders for this user actually. So let me first of all make sure that I can get that, or that ID first of all. So this ID here, I'm going to expand this, and let me expand this, and I can see this ID here that ends with 65. And then let me come here to the orders, and yeah, I can see I have this one here. So let me see what's the problem. So here the rest is 404, and then no orders were found for this user, and this is telling me that we have no order. So what I can do is that, so here I'm passing in the user ID. So let me make sure that that also is something that passing in. So user ID right here, and again, so let me just come up here, and let me console log order. So I'm just debugging, so let me do that, console.log, and then orders. So I can do the orders right here. And another thing that I want to console log here is that I want to console log request dot params params and then ID, like that. So let me see this, or actually let me see this one here. I think this one is the mistake here. We are passing in .id rather than user ID. I think that's the issue here. You can see this is user ID here. Yeah, I think this is where we have an error. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pass as an ID that way, and I can restart now on my backend again, and let me try again, and let me try again to get my orders. So if I reload again here, let's see. Yeah, you can see we are getting now the orders, and that was the issue. So the main issue, and you can see here we are actually we can console log, we are getting the orders. So the issue was just that here I was using .id, and here I was referencing that as user ID. So that was the issue. So here I'm going to remove these two, console log, and then I'm going to save this. Again, I'm going to just redone again. So you can see server is running on this port, and then database is connected successfully. So now here we have actually be able to get the order, but now we need to display the products. So what I can do is that I'm going back to here where I have the orders, this page, and I'm going to close this here, and this one. So I'm going to come up here, and also I want to know where the product starts so that we can loop through. You can see here we are looping through the orders, and inside that also we need to loop through the product. So if I come up here, you can see this is the one product. So we just need one product, and we can loop through that one product. So I'm going to remove that, and we can use this one as a template and then loop through. So I just need to know where I am going to loop. So I'm going to copy this, and then after here I can remove it like that. And then inside here now, what I can do is I'm going to get now order, or I'm going to get inside here now, to be able to loop through the product, I'm going to take now the order. So I'm going to have the order dot products. Now inside the order we have orders, products, we have products. So what you can do here is, for example, if I inspect here, you'll be able to see in console log here, when I just loop through, you can see here we have this order, but this order, inside these orders we have products, and that is what we are accessing. So here I'm going to get order dot maps dot products, and then I can say map, and then here we are going to have the product, and we are going to get the index. And now we can return. So here let us return, and like that we are going to return this. So I can also make sure that I format my code like that. And then inside here, first of all, I need also to add here the index, the key, and we are going to assign it to the index. So here I can be able to display the product image. This is from the backend, from the database, sorry. So I'm going to take product.image. Another thing is the title here. So I'm going to get product.title. So here also another thing is the price. So I'm going to get product dot price, and then I think that's all for now. So if I save that and come back here, you are able to see actually you can be able to see that these are the product now that we have as orders from our backend. Here I have not actually updated this should be quantity. So let me come up here, and let's see the place where we have the quantity. So where do we have quantity? Here. So we need to show the quantity. So I'm going to just add here product dot quantity like that, and then save that. And if I come up here, you can see these are 6. It has a quantity of 6. This has a quantity of 1. Yeah, so you can see how easy it will be. And then another thing is that here for this order, I think I can just show rather than 1 here, I can just display the ID. So for this part here, let me just use the ID. So I'm going to use order ID. So I'm going to just use order underscore ID. I think this one would be appropriate. So if I come back here, you can see this order here. You can reference this order by using this ID, because this will be easier, because if you come up here, you can be able to use this ID and be able to see that order. So I think that's very nice. So another thing that I want to make sure is that I can be able to rate this product. So if I come to the products here, for example, so these are you can see here, for example, for this product, if you come to ratings, you can see it's just empty array. So we don't have any product that we have ratings for that product. So that's what we are trying to do. So the first thing is to make sure that for this part here that we have ratings here, we can be able to use that. We can be able to use that rating and select and select and also uh, be able to make the ratings. So what we are going to do is I'm going to do some changes, very simple changes. So let me copy here and I'm going to paste inside here like that. Let me paste it like that. So you can see here, the first thing is that I have changed to the number of stars, which is 5. Star dimension, that is the size of stars. Rating here, it will show the ratings that you have selected. This you can see here, the function that is called change ratings. Change rating, this one help us to set the ratings. For example, when I click on certain star, it will take that a number and then we can display it here for the ratings. Let me show you. So if I save that, and also you can see the color here have changed. So if I come back here to my orders, so you can see here it's different. And now if I click here, you can be able to see that, yeah, you can see that it's making sense here. We can be able to select 2 star, 3 star here, something of the sort. So let me do that now. Another thing is that I want to correct the message here from the user. So let me do that also. For this part here, if you come up here, we had used it for comment. So I'm going to add it here. Here we need to have on change, and we have to correct the information. So I'm going to say set comment, and this we are going to have e dot target and then dot value like that. So we can do that, and then when you click on this submit button here, we need to make sure that you are actually submitting that. You are able to submit that ratings, and we can do that by creating a function. So the function that we are going to call handle ratings. So let me come here and add on click. So let me add here on click event, and then we can say handle rating like that. And I can come up here and I can be able to paste a function here. And for this function, you can see this function here will be able to pass in the ID of the product. So what we are going to do right here, so is to make sure that I pass in the ID of that product so that we can be able to display. So I'm going to have an ID here for the product dot underscore ID like that, so that when I click this function here, it will be able to pass in the product ID. And this product ID here, we are going to make, for example, we are going to create a single rating. You can see here the star here is the rating that we have selected. Here also the name is the name of the user. We are going to take it from the current.user.current.name, and then here also posted by the ID of that user, and then the comment. So let's try save that and then try and make that to post the rating. So I'm going to open the inspect to make sure that everything is okay. So I'm going to open the network and then let us reload here like that. And let's try and make a rating. So I'm going to have a rating here, and then I can say good product, for example. So good product like that. and then, or I can just add exclamation here. Let me make a request here to update the rating here. So submit. So you can see here I'm getting also another error here, and when I do that, I can see here that this is the payload that I'm sending. So you can see I'm sending good product here, name and everything. The response that I'm getting is API version and then product ratings here. Here we cannot be able to get this, and let me see what is happening in our backend. So let me push this. So this one is not found, so error not found for this rating. So let me just come up here, and for the backend, let me open the backend. So for our backend here, we can come up here where we have app. So we have products, and then here I want to see for the rating. So I'm going to come up here and we have rating. So let me see if that is what we are calling. So this is ratings. Let me see if this is, yeah, and this is rating. So I need to change that. So I'm going to come up here in my code, and where I have a rating, so this one should be rating, not ratings. Yeah, like that. So that's how you debug. And then let me try again to make to submit. So let me push this up here. Let me make a request again. Yeah, you can see I'm getting another here. Comment is not defined. Comment. You can see here we are getting comment. So what I'm going to do is, these are typos and I can already see them. So let me come up here and we can go directly here, and you can see this is comment here. So comment, and yeah, you can see here this we made a mistake, and this should be comment, not comment. So I'm going to just come here and restart my backend again. So you can see how many errors that we have, but we are able to solve them. So again, now let's try again. So let me submit again, and I'm getting another error, and it is telling me product was not rated successfully, and I don't know why the issue. The product was not rated successfully, and then product was not rated successfully. So I think this is the maybe the mistake that maybe I'm making. So I'm going to go back here to, yeah, you can see this is product ID. I need to change this because this is also the error that we had earlier on. So I'm going to come up again here, and I'm going to just make sure that I restart my backend. So now again, let me try and make another request. I'm getting another error here. So the product was not rated successfully. So let me make sure that let me just come up here, and we have the star. Let me see. We have the star here. Or I'm going to actually make sure that I remove this hosted by, and or remove just this check here. Let me try and do that check, and yeah, so this one. So let me also remove this. I think this one actually there is a mistake. So let me just bring back here. We have else. We have else this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that make sure that only the star is present, and then we can update. So I think for this one here, posted by and all this should not be something to worry about. So I'm going to come up here and also make sure this is posted by. Another thing that I want to make sure is here I can console.log let me console log here star and then name, and also I'm going to console log star name and comment like that. And also I can console log, another thing that I can console log here is the request dot params dot this is params dot id like that. And another thing is I think I think these two are okay. So let me save that, come back here and then clear everything, and then I'm going to restart now again, and now we can save this like that. And another thing is we can make sure, so you can see here we are getting the error, so I'm going to do again, and then you can see here cannot access posted by before initialization. So I think this is because I have added this posted by console log here cannot, oh actually here you're not getting posted by. Yeah, I think also we need to get that, and also this one we need to have a posted by like that. Yeah, let me also restart. Yeah, you can see here we are getting 3 and then everything including the id. So clear that like that, and then let's try again now. So hopefully this time it will work. So I'm actually submitting. So I think this time it has successfully rated that product. So let me try again. Or actually it's posted by. Let me try again. So this one here we have this. So I'm not quite sure if this is it's making the request or we are having this error. What I'm going to do is to just reload and try again and see. So I'm going to paste that, and then here I can say good product like that, and then let me post. So I'm getting another error here and cannot access posted by before initialization. So I'm still getting this error and I don't know why I'm getting this error here. So I'm getting console log here. Yeah, this one is undefined and I don't know why it's undefined. Let me make sure that I'm sending posted by. So posted by, and here I can come here to order.jsx. So posted by user.current, and actually what I can do is just can use current user.name right here, and then I think that would be okay like that. And let me try again and post. So yeah, I'm getting the same issue, posted by, and then here we can get, yeah, I'm getting the name here and I don't know why it's giving me that error. So what I can do is that, let me just come here, and actually I can see posted by here, and this is, I think this is the issue that I'm facing. So what I can do here is to just remove this, because yeah, I'm not using it. That posted by, that's another mistake that I did. So I'm actually debugging here some mistake. I don't know why I did that. So here, let me try and make now request. Yeah, I think now this time it has, yeah, product was rated successfully. So I can do that for that product. Also for this, can say nice product, or nice product here, like that. And then I can rate that. Yeah, so if what I can do is that when I come now to this database and then reload, you'll be able to see that some products now will have so for some product here, it will have now the rating. So for a collection here, and then I go to the products. So for the ratings, let me see the ratings here. So for example, this ratings is empty. This ratings, you can see, for example, this products here have a rating. So if I open the object here, you can see, for example, the star here to be 5, and again also the same for this product here. It has a rating, and then rating here is the name and also posted by, you can see. And this also, the star is 3. I don't know if star here should be like I don't know if it should be a string, or it should be, I don't know if it should be a string or a number. So if I come back here, for example, let me see. So we have this right here, and I think this is a number. It should be a number, I think so. So I don't know. Let me just come up here and see the product. Oh, this is the rating. So what I can do is that let me make sure that I display the ratings. So what I can do here is I'm going to just close this. So now I have products that have a rating. So another challenge that we have now is to be able to display that rating. So how you calculate ratings, because remember you need to show the average. So I'm going to show you the formula to do that. So for example, here we have for example, product. Let me just use another uh, part here. So I can use, for example, product 1 have a ratings. So for example, it has a ratings of product 1. It has a rating of, let's say, 2, that are star 6, and let's say 9 or something, and then actually not 3, 1, 5, like that, and then 6 like that. Actually there's no star that is beyond 5, so 3. So what you need to do here, so that you can be able to calculate the ratings, is that you need to take these two, and then you plus 1, and then plus 5, and then plus 3, and then you'll be able to divide all this by the number of people who have rated. So this, for in this case, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So then when you add all of it, you need to divide by 4 people. So that's what you are going to do. So for example, here it will be 2 plus 1, which will be 3, 3 plus 5, it will be 8, 8 plus 3, it will be 11, and here we are going to have 11 divided by 4, which will be something to do with 2.5, I think so. Something to do with 2.5, I think, somewhere else. And then this one, you need to show, for example, in the product, you need to show right here. Let me show you. So for example, so for that rating here, we need to show that ratings, average ratings, somewhere like here. So what we are going to do is to create a component for ratings. So on our front end, for under components here, I'm going to have another component called ratings.jsx, and inside here I want to show ratings. And how I can show ratings, let me show you. And how we are going to calculate ratings, it will be very easy. So let me do that. So I'm going to paste the code here, and in this case here you'll be able to see that first of all we are importing star ratings from React star ratings here, and then we need to export this show average, and we can call this show average rating. So show average rating. And another thing is here we need to pass the product. So we are going to pass in the product here, and if product and products has ratings, only then that this will we are going to execute this condition right here. So first of all, we are going to create a variable called ratings array, which is we are going to assign to product and product.ratings, and then we are going to have a variable called total, and this is the one that we are going to use to be able to get all the total of the ratings the way we were doing right here, this adding this. So after that, then we are going to use another, for example, you can see for this ratings array here, we are going to push all the ratings, and that's r dot star, which are the ratings. Now we are going to take all that. So here we are going to pass the ratings and push them inside this ratings array here. Actually we are going to push to total, we are going to push to this total, and then to get the sum we are going to use this function for array called total.reduce here, and here we are going to use this formula here to get the total of those ratings, and then here we are going to get the highest, which is the length of that array first of all. So you can see here we need to have the length, which we are getting from ratings dot this one here that we are getting, which is our array. So to get the number of people, and then the number of the items in that array, in that ratings, and then after that we are going to multiply by 5, and then the result here we are going to take the total reduced, that is the total number, and then we are going to multiply by 5 again, and then take the highest. Or what you can do also is that you can omit multiplying by 5 here, and also omit multiplying by 5 right here, like that, if that's what also is confusing you. So, and now after that, now we can be able to return this, which is just a div, and this div holds now, it holds the rating component here and also the length. So this is the number of people who have rated and the ratings here. So what we can do now is very simple, is that we are going to call this show rating here in the component for the product. So I'm going to come up here, and we have a component for the product, for example this one here, and right here what we can do is that we can use inside here, let me just get rid of this, and then here I'm going to, for example, have show average. So show average, and then here let me make sure that I import here from, I'm going to import this, let me import, you can see star ratings. I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to import here from this rating, need to get from the ratings here, like that, and then here we are going to get show rating average, and then here you can see. So let me just code it here. Here is we are going to call it inside here. So show average rating, and then inside here I'm going to pass I'm going to need to pass the product. So the product, so right now because I don't have the product here, so let me just come up to this where we are getting the product. So we are getting from these products. So let me see here, we have the this is where we are getting everything. So what I'm going to need here is to pass in as the product, so that we can be able to display that. So I'm going to pass in the product like that, and then I can save that, and then I can come back here, and because here now we were passing in the product, so I can get the product, and then this one we are going to have product.title, and then sorry, this is product, this one should be product.title, and this one should be product.price, product maybe dot original price like that. And here I'm going to pass in now the product. So let me see if it will work. So product, I'm going to pass in the product like that. So I think you can be able to see the major changes that we have done, and here you can see image is not defined, and I think here I need to now have the product, yeah, like that. I think now that will work. So slice cannot read properties of undefined, which is slice, and this is coming from React star rating. So let me see where I have this slice here. So where do I have the slice? Let me see where I'm getting this error is on which part here, which is this part here where we have the React star ratings JS. Let me just come back here where we have the ratings. Do I have the slice here? Actually, I don't have the slice. So if I come up here, you can see that we have this error whereby you can see cannot read properties of undefined, and this is because I think this error is coming from this star rating here. So what we can do in order for us to debug, let's for example add a number that is varied here, for example 5, and let's see if this will make will solve that error. Yeah, you can see that is solving error, but you can see we are not getting like anything of anything better. So right here, and you can see also for this one, it's showing us that nobody has rated this product. So what we can do is that make sure that result here. So what we can do to make sure that we at least we understand how the results come as, or what is the result. So I can come here and say results, and then after that I can be able to come up here and say maybe something like result like that, and then when I save that, then come back here, and then I want to, okay, let me just inspect here, and using console log here I need to see something. So console log, I need to see, you can see here the result. In some cases the result is coming as not a number. So what I can do here to just make sure that this is working is, first of all, make sure that I inspect if the result is available. So to do that, I can come up here and then I can remove this everything here, and then I can check, for example, if result is there, and then I can display this. But if we don't have result, then I display nothing. I think this now will solve our error like that. If I do that, then here I need now to pass in the result like that, save that, and then if I come back, yeah, you can see now it's showing us like really good. So you can see, for example, only those two products that have a rating, and you can see this one product has a ratings of 5, this one has a rating of 3. So that's how the ratings work. But now if I come back here to on this product here, you can see also on this part here I had already had coded the ratings. So how I can do this now is I can also make sure that I pass in the same product. So I'm going to come up here for the product page. Where is the product? Like here, I'm going to import average rating. So import average, or I don't know how it's called, from. Now this is from component or components, and then ratings. So from the ratings like that, and then here I can just get show average rating, and where I'm going to display now this, let me see where I'm displaying the show average rating. Here I'm going to just remove this, and here I can just show average rating, and here I think I can pass in the product, yeah, like that. So I can pass in like that, and hopefully we don't have error. Yeah, you can see we are able to show this here, and I think we can leave it like that, but I think I would really like it to be here. So let me go back and let's see here. Let me see, we can change it here, and we can be able to come up here and say show rating, average rating, and then we pass in the product like that. And then I think this one will even be better. So yeah, you can see where we have the rating right here. So at least now you can be able to see the also how to display the average rating. Yeah, so you can see how to show the average rating right there. And another thing is that down here where we have these reviews, then also you can be able to see, you can be able to show that now the reviews right down here. So what I'm going to do is that I can, for example, remove this, and using this one component here for the rating, what I can do is that I can loop through. So I'm going to just come up here and say, and I can just come up here and I'm going to loop. So I'm going to just add here product dot, that I must make sure that it has a ratings. So dot ratings, and then dot map, because it's also an array, and then inside here I can have rating and index, and after that I can have this, I paste it inside here, and then I can be able to, let me just come here, format this, and I have to add the index here, index, also the key, and then here this one will be index. Also here I can just add the rating dot star. And another thing is this one you should be rating dot posted by, rating dot posted by, like that. So let's see if this one will work. So if I come back here to my, you can see current rating dot to fixed is not a function. So what I can do here is, I think I need to change this. Let me first of all to make sure that the error is coming from here. I can change this to 2, for example, and let's see if the error will be gone. So dot map, the cannot read properties of undefined. So map cannot read properties of undefined map. Okay, so that means that product dot and then underscore and dot ratings, here it's not defined. So what we can do here is that okay, so for this one we have the ratings. I don't know if also it's called ratings in our database. So this one, it's ratings. So I don't know why it's giving me this error. So what I can do also is to check right here like that. So let's see if I check that and come back here. So also it's giving me error. So let me reload again. It's showing it's showing me like the issue here, but you can see here is rating dot posted by. So rating, this is because I have not added actually this part here, this curly braces here, so for interpolation. And if I come back here, you can see this one is actually making sense. So here it should be, for example, rating dot star. Let's see if this one will work. So if I do that, you can see to fix is not working, and this because I think the star is passed as string. So I'm going to call pass int like that, and then here inside I can call now star dot rating dot star, rating dot star, like that. Then save that, come back here, and you can see now you are getting that rating here. So you can see the rating is 1, and you can see the rating person. So if I come back here now, we can have now this part here. So everything, we have actually done everything in this application. So now the only thing that has been left is for us to maybe start background services, so that you can be able to see the other parts. So background services like that. And I think let me see if we have .env. So I'm going to just cross backend admin, and then this one here we have background services, we have email here. So I'm going to have node, then index.js like that, and then here you'll be able to see emails being sent. So I think that's okay now. I think we are almost done now with our application. So here there's something wrong I can see. So to go to, and then there's an error here, and then cannot read properties of null. But this is, I don't think it's something that is very crucial. So if I come here to my email and see if there's any email that have been sent on my emails, I think you'll be able to see that we have that. I think here I don't have any email. This is another email here. So let me open, for example, this email. So for example, this email here, and let's see if we get the email. So let's see. Yeah, you can see welcome, please here. You can see all this. Yeah, you can see the template and everything. So yeah, I think that's in order right now. So I think also we have completed our project. So until now, we have created most of the part of this application. So I don't think I will continue from here. So let me push the last part of this code, and then we call it a project. So I'm going to clear everything. So add, and then I'm going to commit, dash commit here, added changes, finished, or I can just say finished integration, and then I can push, so git push, and then I can add here support or my passphrase, like that, and then the code is being pushed to GitHub, and you can see it's a lot of code. And then now I can come back here, and then I'm going to my GitHub. So where is my GitHub? It's right here. And then I can open the repo. So this is my repo here, and let me open it here, and then I can be able to merge now with our master branch. So let me click here, create, and then it is comparing, and then after that we are checking ability to merge automatically, and then I can confirm merge, yeah, and it will be merged. So like that, and then if I come here under the insights, I think under network or insight here, and I can come to the network, and you'll be able to see all these commits that I have done in this project. So that is it. I don't want this video to be longer than this. Have a great day. See you on see you on the other project.